Dear friends, it's such a pleasure to welcome you to the Naija Landlord Summit 2025.
Researchers and from professionals or stakeholders, it has been revealed that we have 20 million housing deficits. What 20 million housing deficit means, forget about that big grammar deficit, is that 20 million people are homeless. That's what it means.
Can you people throw more light on the NHF?
NHF has not achieved its objective. If funding is a problem for Federal Mortgage Bank, and they are still working on getting more funding if it is possible. But for now, while that is going on, government says let's look for other alternatives.
You can't just pay someone who just want to take from where he did not plant. So you need to make that clear. Please, this money that we are paying, show us like a mandate showing that the federal government has given you the mandate to manage these properties. Very, very important. The second one you asked,
what are my chances of making money in oil and gas? The chances in real estate is higher. So I chose the one with the higher chances.
Real estate investment. Oh, it's sweet. There's money in real estate. Oh, they are just there doing what? Waving their hands. Why opportunities is doing what? Slipping through their hands.
The law that gave birth to Lacera is giving government officials the power to go and hawk licensing around Lagos.
Those of us who are not renters that you just came, I can tell you that you can as well earn money while you're working in your office or doing whatever you are doing as your profession.
If you're a realtor here and you're a developer, it's very, very important because you see, when you go to the market will speak back to you.
If people don't have a roof over their head, that is the beginning of their problem.
ESV Ewenla Mustapha, MNIBS, RSV, MNIM, EFA, also known as the real estate doctor, is an astute business leader, the head of practice, and the chief executive officer of Mustapha Ewenla Mustapha. He is a seasoned and dynamic estate surveyor and valuer who brings over 18 years of expertise in the real estate industry. He is a graduate of the renowned Yaba College of Technology, Yaba Tech Lagos, where he earned a higher national diploma in estate management. Committed to continuous professional development, he has undertaken specialized courses and participated in numerous seminars and workshops across the globe, including in the United Kingdom, Qatar, Kenya, Turkey, Dubai, Morocco, Uganda, Rwanda, and Ethiopia, among others. Beyond this professional achievement, ESV Ewenla Mustapha is deeply passionate about real estate advocacy and education. And as a way of giving back to the society, he serves as the anchor and host of The Property Show, Nigeria's biggest property-focused program on television and radio. The show airs on Star FM 101.5, providing valuable insights and promoting real estate investment across the country. He is popularly known as the real estate doctor, as is the host and anchor of Real Estate Matters, airing every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on Super FM 92.7. He is also a public affairs analyst on TVC News, Arise News, and News Central. His professional affiliations: ESV Ewenla Mustapha holds several esteemed membership and positions within the industry, including Associate Member of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers. He is a registered member of the Estate Surveyors and Valuer Registration Board of Nigeria, ESROBON. He is a member of the African Real Estate Society. He is a member of the International Real Estate Federation. He was the former Publicity Secretary at the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, Lagos State Branch. He is a member of the Faculty of Plant and Equipment Evaluation at the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers. He is a member of the Faculty for Auctioneering at the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers. He is also a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management. He is a current serving member at the Editorial Board Committee at the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers. He is an honorary member, fellow of ECAN, Estate Rent and Commission Agent Association of Nigeria. With a reputation for excellence, leadership, and innovation, ESV Ewenla Mustapha continues to be a driving force in the real estate sector, shaping industry standards and empowering individuals through real estate investment. And in addition to his career, he is also a supernumerary police officer with the rank of Chief Superintendent of Police. His involvement in law enforcement reflects his dedication to upholding integrity, security, and professionalism in all his endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, for a moment, I didn't know that was my profile. I was lost. But I mean, it just shows a very long period of hard work and effort put into the industry. So please, can we put our hands together for ourselves, please? All right, so the ECAN President, Honorable Godwin Aleken, the organizers of this program, which is the Landlord Show, VOP, organized by the Landlord Show, VOP 90.3 FM, in conjunction with SAB Realtors. Thank you so much for having me as a guest speaker. So today, what I'm doing today is very simple. And whenever I have opportunities to speak to people, one of the things I like to do first is to make it very interactive. Yes, so, but one thing I would say for sure is none of us is going to leave here the same way we came into this place. We're going to leave here refreshed. We're going to leave here thinking in our minds that the token we paid for this program is even not so sufficient for the level of the quality and the wealth of knowledge you're going to gain from today. For me, many of us, for myself and many other people, real estate is a very interesting profession for us. I've been doing this for 18 years. And that came with a lot of, very bad days, but eventually it paid off. So I'm going to be sharing with you my journey so far. Hopefully you can also tap from that wealth of knowledge and start your journey today. So what I'm asked to do today is very simple. And I think I deserve a round of applause. The last program, Mr. Sebastian invited me for, I got there late. To the point that I had to find myself a sum of 100,000 naira for coming late. But today, I can say it boldly and with pride that I was the first person to get here, even before Amara. So please, give me a round of applause. I got here like 8 o'clock. So that's to tell you how passionate I took this program today and how interested I am in whatever happens here today. So what I'm asked to do is to talk about unlocking the housing prosperity, the government policies, private partnerships, and the future of real estate investments in Nigeria. This is actually a very beautiful topic. Now that there's so much going on in the real estate sector in Nigeria. There's so much going on. We have the issue of La Sfera, we have the issue of the demolitions, we have the issue of building collapse. There's so much. In fact, Nigerian real estate sector is the most interesting real estate sector in the world right now. Because there's so much going on, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what we have experienced in the past few weeks, few months, has thrown everybody into a state of confusion, like what is really going on? So I'm going to be talking more about that today. So, but like I usually do, for those who have attended one or two of my platforms or programs, I like to get feedback from my audience even before I start. So what I'm going to do today is, I'm talking about unlocking housing prosperity, government policies, private partnerships, and the future of real estate investments in Nigeria. So before that, I'd like to have 3 people come forward Because I mean, I don't know. I might be in the wrong audience. Maybe this is not the program I was supposed to to be. So let me get feedback from that on the audience to know if we're together. So I need 3 people to come forward to just do one little brain teaser for the next 10 seconds. So just 3 people. And whoever knows me, whoever's coming forward is not going to go empty-handed. It's not for free. So please, I need 3 people, 3 lucky people. So preferably 2 guys and 1 lady. Please step forward, sir. Thank you. All right, so we need 1 more. Okay, step forward, sir. Thank you. So we need a lady to balance it. We need a lady. Each of them is going to go home with 20,000 naira cash gift from me if they get my question right. If they don't get my question right, you guys are going to be the judges. I'm not going to give a dime. So we've gotten to stages in this country where we need to start working for what we earn. I mean, do the work. So I'm talking about government policies today. Sorry, please tell us your name. Before you answer the question, tell us your name and where you work. Then you can go ahead and answer the question. So what do you understand by the word government policy?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
My name is Ochisuko. I'm a realtor. I have my own practice. I do real estate. I'm based in Lagos. Now, government policy are those. Well, if I say policy, it's not like a repetition, but the guidelines, rules, and regulations that government formulates to make sure that the real estate in this context, that is real estate business, moves forward for the citizenry. That's the most I can say now.
All right. Can we please put hands together for him, please? Is it correct? Yes. Is it correct? Yes. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. You just hold on. You want my cash gift. I came prepared. That's a sum of 20,000 naira. Thank you. Thank you. Can you please put hands together for him, please? So also in my topic is private partnership. So sir, please tell us your name, where you work, and what you understand by the word private partnership. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Constance Ukarafo. I'm the editor of Upright Communications.
All right.
That's where I work.
Okay.
So, the word private partnership. Here we're looking at, in the context of real estate business, it means relationship. Relationship between company A and company B, and what you do in correlation to the programs later concerning how the system can move forward. So if you cannot, in this as it is, you cannot work alone in this industry. You really need people to partner with you. You really need relationship so that your business can move forward. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Can we please put hands together for you, please? Is it correct? I need to get. You guys are the judges. I'm not the judge, so I want the audience to be the judge. Is it correct? Can somebody just raise the hand and tell me if it's correct or not? Is it correct? Let me get one more feedback. Is it from this end? Is it correct? All right. So thank you, sir. That's the feedback from the audience. They say you're not correct. Thank you. Can you please put hands together for him, please? So I want somebody that understands that word private partnership to come forward and say, okay, let me have you, sir. Please step forward. Oga understands it, but he could not express it. Yes. So please go ahead. Tell us your name, where you work, and.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Adewale Jabun.
Yes.
From Chenoms Limited. I'm a rector.
All right.
So my own knowledge, private partnership is a collection of people working together, like those that want to invest that believe in your investment, that want to be partner in your investment. Those are coming maybe from another sector entirely. Let's take, for instance, people working in Chevron now,
right,
or people that works in a government sector like UCH.
Okay.
They come to buy a certain unit for their members. Those are private partnership, partnering with your own company, your own real estate company. society.
All right. Can we please put our hands together for him, please? So let me also get the feedback. Is it correct? Is it correct? From this end, please. Is it correct? No. Madam, is it correct? No. Thank you very much, sir. That's the feedback from the audience. You're not correct. Thank you. So who can tell me this? It's very simple. Okay, please let me have you, sir. Thank you. There's a word I want to hear that I've not gotten from that session.
Good morning, everybody.
Your name, where you work?
My name is Mr. Okwe John. I'm an artist, Mr. Bombetmos. I'm a real estate provider.
Good.
In this term, we are talking of real estate,
yes,
housing. Government, in the actual sense, is supposed to be providing houses for masses, for us.
Good.
So when government is on the part, like Jakarta time, we have Jakarta estate, being government providing for people. Now there are individuals coming into the business. You and me, we are the private participation in the business. So we do our own. As government is providing, individuals, companies, they are private participation.
Please, can we put our hands together for him, please? That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. So we're talking about real estate, we're talking about government policies, and we're talking about private partnership. So is a way and manner where government, partners with private investors to solve the housing problem. So that word is very critical. So it must be a partnership with the government, with the private sector. It's a public and private sector partnership. That's PPP. So that's very correct. So let me also redeem my pledge. That's a cash gift of 20,000 naira. Congratulations to you, sir. Okay, madam. Sorry to delay you. All right, so what I want to get quickly is the word. So we're talking about the future of real estate investments. So what do you understand? Because this is the core reason why we're here, real estate investments. So what do you understand by that word, real estate investments? So your name, where you work, so you can further answer.
Good day, everyone.
Yes.
My name is Gloria Okoro. I'm a property consultant and realtor with Shane Homes Limited. The word real estate investment. In the age and time that we are, if you don't understand that word, you find out that I don't know whether you will be flying on the air, because when you look at the landscape of our nation, Nigeria, and we are exceeding it already because of the population. By now, if you don't have a place that you call your own, maybe in the future to come, I don't know what will be happening to us. So this issue of real estate investment is what everybody have to catch up for now. You have to invest in your future. Invest in your future where you are sure that you have a place for yourself. Otherwise, it shall be contrary for anyone. I'm sorry for that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Can we please put our hands together for her, please? All right, so did she get it correctly? Did she get it correctly from this end? From this end, did she get it correctly? All right, so who can give me the answer I want, please? Real estate investment. So let me have you, sir. Thank you very much, madam.
Good morning. My name is Francis.
Thank you. I'll move the mic louder.
Yes. This is a simple way. It's just investing. Okay, it's just similarly or simply investing in land and properties and buying and selling of houses and lands.
All right, can we please put our hands together for you, please? So is it correct? Yes. Is it correct from this end? I want a resounding answer. Is it correct? So what you have said is real estate investment is simply investing in buying and selling of land. Is it? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So is it correct?
What do you invest? Is it your time or money?
Can you explain to work for money? To work for money, this money I want to give you, you have to convince us. So
you have to use money in buying land and properties and selling them, and your time, because you have to use time to advertise, canvas, and convince people to buy and sell.
All right, please, can we put our hands together for him, please? Can we put our hands together for him? So, If you think it's correct, please say hi. If you think it's not correct, say nay. So I think the nays have it, they're not correct. So can we have somebody that will give us the answers that we want? Let me have it. I think I want to have a woman, since that slot was for a woman. Okay, sorry, madam, please step forward, please. Thank you. But it's a good thing to even make attempt. It's a good thing. Do you understand? So making an attempt alone is something, yes. And for all those who have made attempt, madam, I owe you 10,000. I owe madam 10,000. Can we please put our hands together for them, please? All right, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is City Lion. I'm a managing partner for the Lockett Partners. I'm a real estate lawyer. So real estate investment simply means investing your money in a particular real estate product. It could be a flat, it could be land, and you're expecting return of the investment. Because if you don't have return of investment, your investment
then you're not even invested.
So it will be lost.
Can we please put our hands together for her, please? That's what I want to hear. That was a very resounding answer. You are investing a certain amount of money for a future return on investment. Simple. It's not really about buying. Yes, buying and selling, yes, is an idea, but it's not really doing justice to that. So that's about it. So please, one more time, can we please put our hands together for all those who attempted? So, madam, sorry. Let me redeem my pledge for, you got it correctly. All right, thank you. That's a 20,000 naira cash gift. All right, so, you see, real estate investment is a very interesting profession. When I started this profession 18 years ago, at some point, the first 1 year, 2 years, I was almost going to give up because it was tough, very tough. Then I started from somewhere in Allen Avenue. I'll wake up in the morning, walk from Ikeja. I was living at Ikeja then, at Awolowo Way. My office was at Allen Avenue, so I would usually trek from Ikeja to Allen every day, back and forth. And some few months before I went for my NYSC, I met the current governor of Osun State now, Dr. Demola Adeleke. He was not a governor then. So he said he was looking for an apartment. So I started taking him around the whole of Allen, Ikeja, Omole, and all that. So 2 weeks before I went for NYSC, I got him an apartment in Omole Phase 2. He paid, and the fee I got from that transaction was my first ever agency fee in real estate. And that was the sum of 300,000 naira then. I'm talking about 18 years ago. And that was the money I took to my NYSC camp. In Yobe State, I was the biggest boy there. I'm not even joking. And that was an eye-opener for me that, is this how people make money in real estate? So all through my 1 year of my NYSC, I already had the intentions that after NYSC, I'm not even looking for a job. I'm just resuming from where I left off. And that was real estate. And since then and now, the story has not been the same. So, going back to my topic. So today we're going to be talking about, clearly I've seen that I'm in the right audience. Unlocking housing prosperity, government policies, private partnerships, and the future of real estate investments in Nigeria. This is a paper delivered by Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Ewenla Mustapha, MNIBS, RSV, MNIM, EFA, and the Landlord Summit 2025. Venue, Golden Tulip Hotel, 42, Muritala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos. Today, the 1st of November 2025. Organized by the Landlord Show, VOP 90.3 FM, and Saba Realtors. So let me go to my abstract. The Nigerian housing deficit, estimated at over 20 million units, represents both a social crisis and an untapped economic opportunity. The country's fast-growing urban population and rising demand for affordable housing have intensified pressure on the government and private sectors to find sustainable solutions. This paper explores the interplay between government policies, public-private partnerships, PPP, and the real estate investment trends in Nigeria. This paper also examines the recent initiatives such as the Renewed Hope Cities and Estate Program and the 250 billion Ministry of Finance Real Estate Investment Fund, and assesses on how collaborative frameworks can unlock large-scale housing delivery. The paper also highlights challenges on land administration, affordability, and the macroeconomic instability, and concludes with a forward-looking outlook for real estate investments in Nigeria. So what my abstract is saying is just giving us an introductory session into my topic of discussion. As we speak today, from researchers and from professionals or stakeholders, it has been revealed that we have 20 million housing deficits. What 20 million housing deficit means, forget about that big grammar deficit, is that 20 million people are homeless. That's what it means. That's what deficit means. It means 20 million people are homeless. They are either homeless or living in the shanties or under the bridge. That's what deficit means. And for the government to solve this issue, it's going to take a lot of political will. The first executive governor of Lagos State, Lateef Jakonde, he ruled Lagos State for just 4 years and 3 months. This man, in the history of Nigeria, this is the only man that has paid attention to the housing need of the people. This is in the history of, no governor has beat that record. Lateef Jakonde built 16 housing estates within 4 years. That 16 housing estates had a total of 30,000 units. 30,000 housing units for just 4 years and 3 months from 1979 to 1983 when he was in the office. No governor has beat that record. And that's what that man will always be remembered for. The current governor of Lagos State has spent 6 years in the office. 6 years in the office. He has built 24 housing estates. The records are there. Those 24 housing estates only has 6,215 housing units. When Lateef Jakonde was the governor of Lagos State, the population of Lagos State then was about 4 million to 5 million residents in the whole of Lagos. So that was a man that had a vision. If people don't have a roof over their head, that is the beginning of their problem. He understood that people must have shelter first before anything. All of us left our various houses today to come here. After this program, we are going back to where? We are going back home. So imagine somebody is here and he has nowhere to go. That person will not be focused at work. He will not even be listening to anything, any rubbish you are saying here. That's the truth. He will just be like you are speaking gibberish. Because he's already faced with the problem of where am I going to sleep this night? So if 20 million people, if in the whole of Nigeria, 20 million people are homeless, out of a population of about 230 million, 240 million, I can't remember the last time we did a census, but in my opinion, I think that this is my own statistics, so I think we are well over 300 million in Nigeria right now, because the last time there was a census was a long time, so nobody is coming up to give us figures. But if you go to some areas in Lagos State alone, Alimosho, you will see people, you'll be wondering, how can somebody now still say that we are 220 million in Nigeria? The figure has not changed. But I make bold to say that if a census is conducted today, it will be well over 300 million, based on birth rates and the rising population. So, if we understand that the current governor, yes, is doing, I think he's doing better. He did better than Fashola, and he did better than Ambode by doing over 6,000 housing units. But if we have a 20 million housing deficit all over Nigeria, and Lagos State being a cosmopolitan state, you see, I'm not even going to lie, for those of us who are very close to the real estate sector and the happenings in recent times, what has been happening in Lagos State, knowing that we have a deficit, a housing deficit, what has been happening in Lagos State with the issue of the demolitions going on everywhere is a total, in my opinion, is a total. I wanted the staff of Lasera to be here, because Lasera is Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority, and I wanted their members to be here, so hopefully they can take this message to the governor what is currently happening with our real estate sector in Lagos State, with all the demolitions going on around, aside from the demolitions for those who built houses on canal, at Ikota, somewhere at Oral View Estate, on drainages, which I'm totally in support of, bringing out those houses, because the issue of flooding also is a problem. Aside from that one that I think is valid, the ones going on at Yanoworo, due to the fact that the government wants to regenerate Yanoworo and turn it to a city, for me is a misplaced priority for me. Yanoworo has been trending for all the wrong reasons in the past 2 months. We've seen where demolitions were done overnight with thugs. People were sleeping in their rooms. Caterpillar got there and started demolishing. Where is the empathy on the part of the government? A government that does not have any social housing for people. There's no shelter. In the advanced countries that we're trying to be like, if you want to demolish, if you want to displace people, you must provide alternatives for them. So you are demolishing, you are making people homeless. Some people are still currently hospitalized. I saw one 70-year-old man lamenting that, where is he going to start from? He's 73 years old, his house was demolished. Where is he going? He has retired. Everything he has, that house is practically everything he worked for. And the house was demolished and Lagos State government was giving them a check of 3 million. Where is that? What's that going to do? What is that going to solve? So these things can even lead these retirees to early death. So the government is not even looking at it from that angle. What they are looking at is we want to turn it to a city. That's not a way a right thing government should work. Then we have another demolition. We have a deficit. People are not building houses. We have another demolition going on in trade fair markets. Business owners who came to Lagos by bus, by road, some even trekked, who has taken all their life. Some got to Lagos with no cover and went straight to trade fair markets doing, what's it called? Boy. Worked all their life, built massive shopping plazas. And they got approval from the federal government. So there's just so much going on between the federal government and the state government. And where is the confusion coming from? I bought a land from a federal government land. Federal government has given me approval to build. I have built. To build a house is not something you do in 24 hours. Where was Lagos State government when they were building these things? At times, I just feel that these people just sleep and wake up one morning and say, what is the next thing we can do? I don't understand. That's my opinion, that what is the next thing, where is the next place we can throw hardship and throw chaos? It's just wrong. People have federal government approvals. The Lagos State government is saying that they didn't get their own approval. That's why they are demolishing. Is demolishing the solution? So when they were building those gigantic plazas, so Lagos State government was blind. So that's why sometimes when you see a lot of people criticizing the government, it's not because they take joy in doing that. It is because the government is not also doing the right thing. And the people who voted you there has a right to demand for accountability. The most shocking news that I've seen in my life is the one the president did recently. If we go further in this place, we might even digress too much. The almighty presidential pardon. That, for me, in my opinion, is just going to be promoting crime. As a country, that we have many problems in this country. I'm not even going to lie. How can you pardon criminals, kidnappers? You can't do such out of hurry. Section 175 of this constitution, of our Nigerian constitution, says that yes, the government has a right to pardon people. But what that constitution did not tell us is that he has a right to recall them back. Is the president a judge? So many inherent problems. Let's go back to real estate. So the Nigerian housing sector is a paradox of high demand and low supply. Rapid urbanization, rural-urban migration. A lot of people are coming to Lagos every day, looking for greener pastures. And a young population have created unprecedented pressure for affordable housing. Despite the sector's contribution of about 5.2% to our GDP. The real estate sector contributes about 5.2% to our gross domestic product. So that tells you it's a very vital sector in this country. A very, very vital sector. Access to adequate and affordable housing remains out of reach for most Nigerians. To bridge this gap, recent government strategies have prioritized policy reforms, PPP models, and investment incentives aimed at stimulating large-scale housing. So let me go to the government policy framework. So under the government policy framework, we have the federal initiative. The Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development has adopted a multi-layered strategy to accelerate housing delivery. Key initiatives include the Renewed Hope Cities and Estate Program. One of the things I'm particularly happy about with this regime, the regime of the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the Renewed Hope Cities and Estate Program, if it happens. My happiness is clinging to if it happens. Because a lot of policies, a lot of promises, a lot of, if it happens, it's really going to open up the real estate sector. This scheme they're going to build 1,000 housing units across all the 36 states. 1,000 housing units. The Renewed Hope Cities and Estate Program is going to, their plan is to build across all the 6 geopolitical zones. Each of the states will have 1,000 housing units. And for me, aside from the fact that will reduce our housing deficits, so if we have 1,000 housing units in 36 states, that's about 36,000 housing units across the country. So what I think that will also do is also going to create jobs. And according to researchers and professionals, this estate is going to create about 500,000 jobs for people. So that will also reduce our deficit as it concerns unemployment. So I pray the plan is executed. Also, the MOFI, Ministry of Finance Incorporated Real Estate Investment Fund, of about 250 billion facility to extend affordable mortgage finance. Also, the digitization of land registration, enabling secure, transparent, and land titling, and reducing investment risks. So under this, if we digitize our land registration, it's going to ultimately solve a lot of problems for us. Because one of the biggest problems real estate is facing in Nigeria is land registration and registering your title at Alausa or wherever, depending on the state you find yourself. If you go to Alausa now and ask somebody that, I have a land, I want to process C of O, I want to process governor's consent. Can you give me a definite time I should be looking at for the final completion? This person cannot give you any definite answer because the process is tedious and the time allotted to the registration is not even certain. The amount you spend is not even certain because you settle and settle. You see, me, I don't know how to mince words though. So that's why I really wish that we had government officials here so they can take it to whoever is heading their agencies. So all of us can meet in courts if they want to, and I have my defenses if they want to sue me for defaming them. Because if this country, if we don't say the truth, we are only going to be moving around in circles in Nigeria. And we're only going to be taking 1 step forward and 10 steps backward. A lot is wrong with many sectors in this country, particularly our real estate sector. And that's why to buy a house now is a problem. I sold a property at First Estate in Amu last week. This person has paid me 200 million. This man paid because he was speaking to me and he was interested. He paid. So at that time, he had not done search. So at the point of now paying the balance of 80 million, he went to Alausa to conduct search. A property that I've been managing for 15 years. The owner of the property is a very famous person. He has never taken a loan in his life. This man is now discovering that somebody has used the title to get a loan. How come that mystery? We are still looking for answers till today, till this morning. This is something that happened last week. It's somebody that, so the man is like, I didn't take any loan. The owner, I didn't take any loan. So because of that loan now, they put an encumbrance on the property, on the title. Now this man is holding on to my balance. And he has a reason to. You can. So it's like the man is even asking for a refund now. And this man has used the money. So it's just so much. So land titling. Problem. If you want to go to allow start to conduct a search now, you hear there's no lights, there's no server. There's no lights in a government agency, in a government office, or there's no internet. The link is down. You start hearing English, momentum is down. So what is really our problem? We have all these resources to fix these problems. But I think it's just deliberate to frustrate people's efforts. I think it's deliberate, that's my opinion. To buy a property, different land titling problem. That's why estates around Lekki, look at the recent news. I was on TVC News analyzing this when the Lagos State government declared 176 housing estates, in their word, illegal. So, and the question is, how many estates do we even have in this whole Lagos that you are declaring 176? That's practically the whole of the estates in Lagos. So you are declaring them illegal that they did not get layout approval. So I saw one estate. That estate has phase 1, phase 2. I saw the list, phase 3, phase 4. So are you saying that when they were building phase 1, Lagos State government was blind? When they were doing phase 2, Lagos State government was sleeping. Phase 3, and they built massive units, and they sold out. And the government now woke up one day and say, let's even declare them illegal so they can come and do what? Can we be serious in this country, please? We are not ready. That's the truth. We are not ready for that true development. We are just moving around in circles. But I hope that we have a government that is ready to, do this, make these things happen. And that's the honest truth. Kenya, if you go to countries like Kenya, 50 million people, massive real estate project going on everywhere. Everything. We're not saying that there's a perfect system there, but we don't get to see all. The issue of this demolition, particularly for me, is a national embarrassment. It's scaring away investors. If you open the news now, Oworoshoki demolition. Is that a good image you are giving us? You don't see things like that in America. How do you wait? So in the first place, when people don't have these licenses, don't even allow them to build. The fault is not ultimately with the government, but the majority of the fault is with them. We as a people, we have a responsibility too of doing the right thing too. Obtaining approvals. It's only Nigeria that somebody will build house, buy land, build house, start living there. After 5, 6 years, that's when he knows that he wants to go and register the title or get approval. Because getting approval is not easy. But the step in the UK, if you want to get approval for a whole estate, it only takes you 13 weeks to get building approval. If you want to get approval for one single unit, it takes you 8 weeks. Approval is out. But in Nigeria, if you want to get approval, if you wait to get that approval, inflation will have finished you, and that project will not be able to happen again. Price of cement will have gone to 40,000, and you are still waiting for approval. So why can't we make these processes very seamless? So people want to invest in real estate. Real estate, for me, I'm not even going to lie. If you tell me anything that, come and put money, I will not answer you. If it's not real estate, I will not answer you. I bought 1 acre of land for my kids. I have 3 lovely kids. I bought them 1 acre of land. My firstborn is 11. My lastborn is 6. I bought them 1 acre of land somewhere around Ogun State about 8 years ago. I bought the 1 acre for 600,000. So real estate, you don't have to wait till you have all the billions or millions. A lot of us want to go and start from Lekki. You're not ready. You want to go and start from all the eyebrow. Why not start from Ikorodu? I bought the 1 acre of land, 600,000. Then I just had the money. Now that 1 acre of land now, a plot in that place now is 2 million naira. And I bought it for my kids. So whenever they grow up, they'll meet it there, right? A certain senator bought 1 acre of land at Ogombo 30 years ago. This year, one of the daughters, he bought it for 2.5 million, 30 years, just by Abraham Adesoya. The whole 1 acre, 2.5 million. This year, one of the daughters that he bought it for them too, that whenever they grow up, they'll meet it there. I sold our own 2 plots for her for barely about 200 million. And this one bought it 2.5 million. 30 years after. So real estate investment is not, when you buy, it's not like you want to buy and start building now. You can buy and just, there's speculation, you can just keep it there. But what you can do to save yourself is to fence it round and get your title. Because if you buy land and you leave it the way it is, I promise you, when you come back, you meet a property on it. I have a land like that. I have a property like that I bought at Igbesa. Whoever knows Igbesa, at Agbara. I bought it from Somomonile. That was my first ever land that I bought. I went to London at one time. I came back. I went there. I've done corner in my own head. Corner piece is security. I did corner piece, put my name. Corner piece is not securing anything, you know. So when I went to the UK, I came back and I went to the land. The news was that one certain agent, I was like, who is this person? Has taken over all the lands, including my own. Whoever deals in that area, one popular man, I was like, so am I going to be fighting with moneyless? That's how I left that land. Till today, I've not gone back there. Whether it's juju or physical, I dare not go back there. I don't have this. But trust me, a lot of us have wasted money like that, and it's sad. They said that man is very powerful, or you will do this, you will do that. I said, and me, this life, I don't want to, I love her. Even if there's no money yet, I want to be alive. Now, person with they alive, now they get property. Now, person with, so if it's that one now, sometimes you win some and lose some. That's one thing about investment too. You win some and you lose some. Sometimes you do everything, due diligence, everything you have to do in the world, you secure it, but then you still lose the property. It does not mean that you did your best. People have lost billions in real estate. But they're still, if you're alive, you can get those things back, right? How about the people that are demolishing their houses now? Should they go and kill themselves? So that's where we are. How many minutes more do I have? I've not started yet, too. How many minutes more do I have? Okay, I've not started though. I'm just doing preamble. Let me just... Because if you don't do this preamble, you won't really understand what we're trying to say. Because these are real life stories. So we've talked about policy rationale, reducing the national housing deficit, stimulate employment. Okay, so the role of... Now, this is a very important part. The role of public-private partnership, PPP structure. Under the PPP arrangement, the government provides land, infrastructure, or subsidizes while private developers are responsible for construction. We have many projects. Some of the projects that was recently commissioned by the Lagos State Governor were PPPs, public-private, were done by private partnership and public partnership. There's a project at the Avenue Estate, Ogurujare Extension, that was done by LSDPC and a certain private construction company, and it's been delivered. So that's the way to go. The government has land, bring partners, bring investors who has the funds, who has the capacity to develop. And that's my worry with all this demolition, is discouraging to investors. So that's the angle to that. So that's it. Also, we have partnerships such as build, operate, and transfer. The BOT arrangement, where the government has the land, a private sector person comes, develop, takes rent for like maybe 10 years, and after 10 years, the ownership goes back to the government. We even have private arrangements like that, where private developers, if you go to Yaba now, Unilag area, developers are taking over those areas. What they do is buy the, look for all those old houses, demolish it, build hostels, collect their rent for 15 years, 30 years, depending on the agreement. After that, the property reverts back to the owners of the land, and they become the owner. And some other arrangements are joint ventures, JV. That one too is common in Lekki, where somebody has a land, you have the money and capacity to build. When you build, if you build 20 units, for example, the owner of the land can take 10 units and give you 10 units, depending on the value of the land. So different arrangement. There's also design, build, finance, and operate, which is also similar to the BOT arrangements. Then we have benefits of PPPs. We have accelerated delivery of housing units. We have shared risks between government and private investors. We have improved access to finance through private sector efficiency. Then we also have opportunities for innovations in construction. Yes. Then we have opportunities for innovations in construction, technology, and design. So I'll be happy if our IT persons can share this my paper with all the attendees, so everybody can go through it in their own leisure time. But let me go to a very, very important part too. The future of real estate investments in Nigeria. This is actually the Nigerian real estate market is projected to reach 2.25 trillion US dollars by the end of 2025, driven by population growth, urbanization, and policy reforms. Emerging trends include expansion of mortgage finance, growth of mixed use, increased interest from diaspora, rise of affordable housing models, and of course, every investment has its own risks. There's a risk environment. However, investment risk persists. Unclear land titles, which I've spoken about, multiple ownership claims, high cost of building materials, interest rates, economic uncertainty, that's also part of our discussion. Strategic recommendations. To unlock the full potential of Nigerian housing and real estate markets, the following actions are proposed. Policy recommendations: strengthen land administration, accelerate land titling digitization across states, enhance access to finance, expand mortgage and credit facilities through National Housing Fund and MREIF. Institutional reforms, establish robust and framework of PPP, monitoring and accountability. So there's just so much. But let me go to my conclusion. Unlocking Nigerians' housing potentials requires synergy between government, vision, private capital, and innovative finance mechanism. Policies that improve transparency, reduce land risk, and expand access to finance will analyze real estate investment. The future of real estate in Nigeria lies not merely in luxury projects, but in creating affordable, sustainable, and inclusive housing that drives national development and economic growth and social stability. My parting words is for potential real estate investors. My parting words to you today is: pay now and play later, or you play now and pay later. Thank you.